2018 Alfa Romeo Giulietta review. The good points of Alfa Romeo Giulietta. Lively 1.4 engine. Unique looks. Plenty of grip. 1.6 liters fuel economy. The bad points of Alfa Romeo Giulietta. Busy ride. Noisy running gear. Poor visibility. Weak residuals. This could be the Alfa Romeo Giulietta, a hatchback with designs on tempting buyers through the usual suspects within this segment, namely the Volkswagen Golf, Audi A3 along with the BMW 1 Series. The name Giulietta is really a blast on the past. Why not a sign Alfa Romeo is desirous to cash in on its beautiful 1970s namesake, but this latest offering simply won't have anything remotely resembling the Giuliettas on the Italian firm's glory days. This car, a fashionable hatchback replacing the 147, is entirely predictable. Looks-wise, it offers the trademark upside-down triangular grille along with the sculpted bonnet on the Mito along with the 8-seat competition. It's the newest Alfa face. At the back, it appears much like an Audi A3 Plus in profile. The rather unorthodox crease that rises up the spine side doors may be the most notable feature. Alfa dines from style, but even though it is unique, it's not really a real beauty. Broad choice of engines. Petrol engine choices will include a 1.4-litre unit with 120 bhp or 170 bhp as well as a 1.8-litre with 235 bhp that powers the flagship Cloverleaf version. Diesel choices such as a 1.6-litre unit with 105 bhp plus a 2.0-litre with 170 bhp. This was expanded within a series of 2014 model year updates to such as a 150 bhp version with the 2.0-litre engine. An automatic gearbox is obtainable with the 170 bhp 1.4-litre petrol along with the 170 bhp 2.0-litre diesel engines. All cars feature stop-start technology and still have been developed to get as efficient as you can. The 1.6-litre may be the saintliest, emitting just 114 grams/km of CO2 while returning a claimed 64.2 miles per gallon normally. 2014 model year updates. As well, since the addition on the 150 bhp 2.0-litre diesel engine, the Giulietta has brought a few other minor updates for 2014. These feature an ever so slightly different front grille, new alloy wheel designs and new seats with deeper cushioning. Noise proofing has become improved slightly and DAB digital radio is produced standard throughout the range. A touchscreen multimedia system incorporating Bluetooth, voice commands and satellite navigation has become available too. Revisions in 2016. The Giulietta received its next wave of updates in 2016. Design tweaks were very subtle indeed, with a brand new honeycomb-style grille, revised headlamps, new alloy wheel designs along with a redesigned badge, one of many big changes. Interior upgrades, improved cabin refinement, plus standard equipment was revised to feature an upgraded version with the Uconnect infotainment system which enables having access to apps like Twitter and Facebook plus streaming music on the road. The only other big news because of this facelift is usually that the 2015 118 bhp 1.6-litre diesel engine is available together with the firm's TCT automatic gearbox in my ballet shoes. DNA system. Like smaller Mito, the Giulietta is suited with Alfa's DNA switch. This has 3 driving modes according to how sporty you want the driving experience being. Flicking to D- for dynamic dash significantly sharpens within the throttle response and steering. Flick the switch additional way and also you find a, for all-weather dash which dampens things down slightly and aims to produce the car more manageable in driving rain or snow. There are engine options to suit most buyers. Taking a look at Alfa Romeo Giulietta performance. Petrol engines. There are 3 petrol options, 1.4 liters with 120 bhp, 1.4 liters with 170 bhp, or even the 235 bhp 1.8 liter engine designed for the top cloverleaf version. The 1.4 liter units would be the smoother engines, offering the perfect blend of performance, economy and refinement. They're raspy when pushed but nonetheless very refined. The cloverleaf, meanwhile, will be the performance option and possesses plenty of chance to give throughout its rev range. Stats-wise, the Giulietta offers competitive performance. The 1.4 litre 120 bhp petrol gets you against 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.4 seconds. The 170 bhp version takes just 7.8 seconds, even though the 235 bhp cloverleaf flagship completes a similar benchmark sprint in 6.8 seconds. Diesel engines. On the diesel side, you can find 4 choices: a 60-minute 6-litre engine with 105 bhp, a 2.0 litre with 140 bhp or 170 bhp, as well as a further 2.0 litre option with 150 bhp, included in the range for 2014. The 105 bhp 1.6 litre could be the slowest in the stove, taking 11.3 seconds to access 62 miles per hour. The more powerful 170 bhp 2.0 litre will require you there in 8.0 seconds. The 1.6 litre offers ample grunt lowdown to become flexible, but isn't as pleasurable to use since the petrols. The 140 bhp 2.0 litre was included with the range next year. It has the Giulietta from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.0 seconds. For 2014, a 150 bhp version with the 2.0 litre diesel was added. It's rather noisy at high revs but is a lot quieter in higher gears on dual carriageways. It has lots of torque, minus 380 Nm in dynamic mode, explained below, which means they have plenty of pulling power to get up to speed or overtaking. It'll get from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds. DNA driving modes. All versions, petrol or diesel, may be driven in a single of 3 driving modes together with Alfa Romeo's DNA system: dynamic, normal and all-weather. The dynamic mode, which delivers quicker throttle and steering response, constitutes a marked difference, so you'll experience far perkier performance with including the slightest front from the accelerator pedal. All-weather dulls the throttle response and helps to make the traction control system more responsive to better suit slippery road surfaces. In many different ways it's an irritating system. You usually feel that whichever mode you're in is often a compromise for some reason. For example, dynamic sharpens the engine's response but definitely makes the steering feel leaden and high. Automatic transmission choices. Since autumn 2011 there are 2 engines provided by Alfa Romeo's TCT, twin-clutch transmission, automatic gearbox, the 170 bhp 1.4 litre petrol along with the 170 bhp 2.0 litre diesel. In 2016 the fleet favorite 1.6 litre diesel also became available with all the auto gearbox. Alfa has, because of the Giulietta relatively stiff suspension, thus it corners suitably flat with little body lean, but, despite boasting a good amount of grip, eventually lacks the handling balance and finesse that their Ford Focus and Volkswagen Golf offer. The steering is additionally another weak area. It might be quick and responsive, however it is blunted by way of a lack of feel. The Alfa Giulietta's interior doesn't feel as special perhaps you might expect in the expressive exterior. Many with the switches and minor controls are produced from cheap-feeling plastics and feel stiff to control. For 2014 a brand new steering wheel design and different trim pieces for that dashboard and door panels were introduced. Also new is often a 6.5-inch touchscreen media system with Bluetooth, digital radio and, at the top versions, 3D map sat-nav. It looks smart enough but isn't essentially the most user-friendly system to use. In precisely the same vein, the trip mileometer isn't all too easy to watch, as well as the stereo controls on earlier models are slightly confusing. Alfa Romeo Giulietta comfort isn't exactly class-leading. The Giulietta doesn't like uneven, rough roads much. The springs are stiff, so a lot from the ruts and bumps lead to a jiggly, busy ride. Two cars we've tested also suffered in the odd creak and groan from the cabin. That means that over time the Giulietta won't be as robust, searching for mainstream rivals. The seats aren't that comfortable either. The design might look impressive, but once cornering hard you really feel like you need more side support. That said, an array of updates to the 2014 model year included deeper cushioning to get a more comfortable experience. Manual seat adjustment isn't that wonderful, with handles awkward to access and also a lot of faffing needed to establish a good driving position. Turismo and Lusso versions feature softer suspension compared to the Veloce, Sportiva and Cloverleaf. There's numerous Alfa Romeo Giulietta equipment being offered depending on which trim level you end up picking. There are 5 in whole: Turismo, Lusso, Veloce, Sportiva and Cloverleaf. Standard equipment. For the 2014 model year, alloy wheels and DAB digital radio were made standard through the range, the latter in a new touchscreen multimedia system called Giulia Connect. It incorporates voice command functionality, including SMS messaging, Bluetooth and USB connectivity. The top version on the system also may include SatNav. We've sampled the computer and found the navigation function a bit clunky to function and slow to react occasionally. The basic Turismo spec is often a little stingy, therefore it's worth making payment on the extra to the Lusso models. With Turismo you have Alfa's DNA switch, hill hold assist, searching for differential created to aid traction, trip computer and LED daytime running lights. On the safety front you'll find ISOFIX child seat mounts and 6 airbags having a deactivation switch with the front passenger airbag. Creature comforts include manual climate control, electric windows all round, height adjustable driver's seat and 60 hours 40 minutes split folding rear seats. Prior to 2014 you will get 16-inch steel wheels in lieu of alloys. A space-saver spare wheel is protected. Move nearly Lusso trimmed, therefore you get everything around the Turismo plus rear parking sensors, fog lights and leader-mounted controls. There's also cruise control, a front armrest with storage compartment, storage pockets behind top seats, Bluetooth hands-free connectivity and USB connection. Dual zone climate control, automatic wipers and headlights as well as an electrochromatic rear view mirror are designed for. For this trim you need to get alloy wheels as standard, 16 inches in diameter. Veloce versions could be told apart by darkened headlights, side skirts, sports suspension, a darkened headlining, aluminium kick plates and pedals, a sportier looking gear knob and tire and part leather upholstery. Larger 17-inch alloy wheels are fitted. The Sportiva trim adds some from the cues with the flagship Cloverleaf, with leather upholstery, red Brembo brake calipers and 18-inch alloys. Top-spec Cloverleaf trim is simply available together with the 1.8-litre 235 bhp petrol engine and gets you tinted windows, Cloverleaf badging, lowered sports suspension, red brake calipers, larger brakes and 18-inch alloys. You also obtain the option to customize the seats from part leather to full leather with either red or black with red stitching. Optional accessories. Optional extras will include a front air dam with side skirts, carbon fiber radiator bars, a carbon fiber rear spoiler, carbon fiber, chrome or satin chrome wing mirrors, oversized twin exhausts, an aluminium fuel cap, 18-inch alloys in chrome or white and many Alfa Romeo valve caps. To pick which Alfa Romeo Giulietta accessories will be the ones to pick, it's worth taking into consideration the resale value in the car. Items like sat-nav and leather seats are likely to keep the value in the car up to it might be, while choosing carbon fiber wing mirrors is actually a bit of a false economy if you don't really feel like they'll enrich your health. Optional equipment on Lusso and Veloce models feature an electric double sunroof, Bose hi-fi system. Rear parking sensors are standard within the Lusso but optional around the Veloce. Limited editions. The Chrysler model was released in 2013 and was easily obtainable in 3 colors, black, white or red wine, all that has a contrasting roof. It was fitted with 17-inch alloys and darker headlight surrounds. There's many Alfa Romeo Giulietta safety systems fitted as standard. 6 airbags feature alongside active systems, for example stability control, electronic brake distribution, grip enhancing vehicle dynamic control. There's also hill start assist. Alfa is keen to say that the Giulietta underwent 80 crash tests in order to obtain the structural integrity right, and thus it received a 5-star Euro NCAP rating really. However, the corporation has no promises to fit any active safety systems, for instance automatic emergency braking or adaptive cruise control, within the future, which resulted in side Euro NCAP score dropping to 3 stars in 2017. There's decent space for front and rear seat passengers, as well as the boot. Seats up offers 350 litres, and that is just about on par with rivals. The Ford Focus offers 316 litres. Insufficient interior storage space for assorted items is frustrating, though. There's nowhere to stash your mobile phone while it's charging, for example. The Giulietta's Achilles heel would be the restricted visibility both outer corner and through the front. The small rear window and oversized pillars compromise city maneuverability.